I will tell you, when people first started approaching me about running for mayor, it was people from all walks of life. This race should be about the issues. The color of our skin should have nothing to do with it. I gave the mayor a letter when I decided to run, telling him that I considered him my friend then. I will consider him my friend at the end of this race, regardless of how it turns out, and that we should work together to make Columbus the best place that it can be for all of its citizens. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. People are looking for a change periodically, a change of new ideas, to bring some excitement to the community. One of the things that I think I can help do is focus on the very positive things about Columbus, and there are many. I mean, we're a city of first. We have the first public school in Mississippi. We have the first public women's college in America. Memorial Day started here. There's all kinds of things that we can be proud of in Columbus. I think we have to focus on the positive things that are happening and build upon those and get people excited about being a part of the solution. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. We all want to live in an area where we feel safe and our family feels safe. We need to increase the number of police officers that we have. We need to make sure that they're trained properly and that they're paid appropriately. You have to do everything you can to make sure that they're prepared, have the funding that they need, and have the support of City Hall to do their job. I think as mayor, you have to be a champion of the police department. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. The thing that really affects crime in every issue that we're having in Columbus and around the country is education. We need to have a mayor that is focused on the public school system and being a champion for the students and the teachers, and also finding creative ways to help get the students who are falling behind caught up to the grade level that they need to be. Some cities have found nonprofits that have helped hire tutors to work specifically with these kids in every subject all day long until they're back on track. And I think we have to think outside the box and do some really creative things like that. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. We have a wonderful superintendent right now, Dr. Labat, who's working hard with the local school board members to have an impact on the public schools. They can't do it by themselves. We're fortunate to have a great liberal arts university here in town. We have a great community college system in Mississippi and a good community college right here in our backyard. We have the Mississippi School for Math and Science, which for the past 4 years has had the #1 faculty in the country. We've got to really think outside the box and bring these groups together as often as we can to find solutions. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. Infrastructure is a priority. There are several things in Columbus that we need to face quickly and have long-term plans for. One of those is potholes. Potholes are annoying, and they're also dangerous. There is a way to address the potholes in a short-term and long-term solution. Obviously, we need them filled, but we need to fill them properly so that we're not going back and spending money over and over again filling the same hole. Now, that's not easy to do, but it is doable. These are issues that affect our everyday lives. So we've got to be serious about these, and we've got to take them in a priority basis where the biggest needs are. But once we have them filled, we need to make sure that we're doing it properly and that we have the funds to maintain them over time. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. One of the issues that is at the forefront of most people's minds right now are our finances in Columbus. We must do a better job of being good stewards of the taxpayers' dollars. I've heard numerous numbers thrown around about how much debt we're in, how much money the city has lost and can't recover. What I do know is that if I'm elected mayor, I will ask the state auditors to audit our books across the board and to also make sure that the citizens of the city are aware of this process as it's happening so that we can build a level of trust with the community again and move forward with a more healthy budget and financial future for our city. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. The Queen City Hotel was a very vibrant spot in the African American community. Such famous people as B.B. King, James Brown, and many others visited there. Unfortunately, the hotel was not maintained properly and we lost it. Today, all that stands there is a marker, reminding us of what once was. I would like to try to find what could be again. I think there are some opportunities out there to build a museum around the Queen City Hotel. I think it's important that we not only celebrate the famous African Americans who visited Columbus during that time, but that we also celebrate and recognize the local African Americans that made Columbus what it is today. Projects like this that I'm speaking of are not inexpensive, but there is grant money available. Not only are there grant opportunities out there, but there are individuals who would be willing to support a project like this because they understand and appreciate the importance of a place like the Queen City Hotel, what it meant to this city. We can find resources to build a new type of Queen City where people can visit and enjoy and learn about the African American experience in Columbus. In fact, I am so passionate about this project, win or lose this race, I intend to stay engaged and make sure the Queen City Hotel returns. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. People reached out to me about running from all walks of life. And my initial answer was no way. And then as people began to come back to me again and ask me to reconsider, I started thinking about where I am in my life right now. I just recently became a grandfather. And as I was looking at him, I was thinking, have you done everything you can in your community to make this a better place for your grandson? And the sad answer was no, I had not. And so I felt like it was time for me to step forward and try to make a difference. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi. And on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. I feel like I'm uniquely qualified. I've worked in higher education primarily for over 20 years, bringing the public and private sector together. I have a master's degree in public policy administration. I have a PhD in higher education leadership. So I think I can bring that education and my experience together at a unique time in Columbus where we need some fresh ideas. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi. And on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. The number one issue to me is education. I think education is what helps us solve most of all the problems that we face. The other areas are crime, infrastructure, financial issues. And I think that we can tackle each one of these and make a difference for all of us. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi. And on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. Columbus has several issues that we're facing right now that many people would describe as critical. One is public safety. We need to add more police officers to our force. I would like to see us be creative and do things where officers are assigned to certain precincts around the city in different wards where they get to know the citizens and they get to trust one another and they get to work together. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi. And on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. Education is the key to all the problems that we face in Columbus. We all need to be on board with Dr. Labatt and their school board, trying to find more ways to support our students and their teachers. If we don't have a good public school system here, we will never have the full community that we're looking for as far as living a quality life. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi. And on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. A transparent government is the only type of government that the people are going to trust. We must do a better job of making sure our citizens are aware of how their government is handling their money. We can do that by better communication through the office of the mayor, through the city council meetings, but also through our website. People should be able to find answers to their questions easily, and they should also be able to talk to someone at City Hall. Open lines of communication are critical. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi. And on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. Those of us who are seeking public office should be open to criticism. None of us are perfect, and when people are usually complaining, it's out of frustration. We shouldn't retaliate against somebody who's complaining at a politician, and the politician shouldn't have thin skin. So as mayor, I want to find a way to make the community comfortable in reaching out to us and helping us build a better Columbus for them. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. I'm running for mayor because I love Columbus. I'm interested in being a public servant, not a politician. I'm interested in solving problems. I'm interested in working with a group of people who don't mind who gets the credit. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote. Open communication is essential in any level of government or in any workplace. In today's government, it seems so many times that people have a hard time finding the answers to the questions that they're looking for. We need a transparent government where people can find the answers to the questions that they have. I want to be a good listener, and every morning I will wake up focused on how to make Columbus a better place to live for all of us. My name is Keith Gaskin, and I'm running for mayor of Columbus, Mississippi, and on June 8th, I would appreciate your vote.